Thanks again, Bill, and thanks for Tandem Allnet for hosting this as always. And thank you guys for showing up and taking some time for me to go through these features. Like Bill said, besides the TKP 7600, which is new, and I just wanted to refresh your guys' memory and make sure you guys are aware of this new product. But I run into it all the time where people aren't aware that we have released our favorite channels module, and even more importantly, our in-app launcher, which has been available for about 6 months. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a demo of that as well. So let's kick this off. So let's really quickly go through our TKP 7600, and I'm actually going to go through the TDC 7100 as well, which will be a companion piece that we will be launching probably beginning of next year. So the TKP 7600, it's a $799 retail. So if you guys were familiar with our TKP 7000, it's actually about $50 retail cheaper. This is our 7-inch graphic touchscreen that supports swipe and flick gestures, so just like our iOS apps. Does utilize our GT interface, just like all of our other interfaces do. Powers over Ethernet, but something a little bit new, so it mounts in a double gang mount, and I will say the mounting system is way improved over the TKP 7000. It uses a magnetic type mounting system and is a lot easier to install, but it also gives you the ability to mount it in either portrait or landscape mode. This is very, very cool and will be very versatile in your installs. Does have a proximity sensor now. So instead of having to touch the screen to wake it up, which you can still do because you can turn the proximity sensor off, you could set the proximity sensor up so when you walk close to it, it will light up for you. So there's not necessarily needing to actually touch it to activate it. Probably the most important addition that we added, though, is the intercomming feature. And we give you 3 ways to kind of use this product. We can do straight audio intercomming. We could do audio-video intercomming as well. This does have a camera and microphone in it. And we can also use these as baby monitors as well. And this could be used to intercom between other TKP 7600s and the up-and-coming TDC 7100, which I'll go through really quickly here in a second. We will be launching also a module for Doorbird, hopefully in the next couple of weeks or so, and that'll allow also intercomming between the front door station as well. So very new, very cool new product. This is available now, so please place your orders if you guys want to give it a little test drive. So something else that we'll have coming out probably beginning of next year is our TDC 7100. I wanted to give you guys a quick overview of it because this is kind of a companion piece that's going to work with our 7600 as well. This will have a $599 retail. And this is available for pre-order, by the way. So if you guys want to be the first ones to get it, we will have limited quantities coming in, like I said, beginning of next year. So this is, again, a 7-inch graphical touchscreen, still swipe and flick gestures with our GT interface. But the difference is this communicates via Wi-Fi. So this is a wireless piece. It does have a inductive charging base, and it actually uses a USB-C, so interchangeable. And we actually have that on both the actual touch panel and the charging base as well. So great for like a desktop install, maybe a conference room, kitchen, master bedroom. And this will have full intercomming features as well. So camera in this, as well as a microphone that will allow you to do audio, video, and baby monitoring as well. And just like the 7600, it'll be used to intercom between other 7600s and other TDC 7100s in your system. So we recently just launched our favorite channel module, and I'm going to actually open up Accelerator to kind of show you how this is all implemented. So inside your Accelerator software, you would add your cable or satellite box. I already have my project already built. So I would add in my case, a satellite receiver, add it to the system. And all I really need to do is right-click, and there's a tab that says Favorites. and we could say Edit Favorite Channel Module. We would first click up top here to say we want to use favorite channels for this device, and then we could figure out our interstep delay. So if it's a cable or satellite box, how many tenths of a second do we need in between button pushes for it to create the macro for us? But maybe we want to take it to about 0.2 of a second. And then we could add a command for the macro to end to kind of force the tuning. So whether it be an enter command, which is what my DirecTV receiver will use, or if it's a cable box, you might need to use select, or if it auto tunes, we could actually select none. And after that, we just hit OK. After that, we would download to our complete system, and the rest of it is actually done right on our interface. All right, so once you're actually on any of the interfaces, we would actually select our cable or satellite box. And if you notice now, we have this icon that says favorites. So we would select that. And now we can add up to 60 favorite channels. This is actually using a system called GraceNote. So this is all populated dynamically. We would actually go in and list our provider. So I'm going to reset it real quick so we can start from scratch and you guys can see the setup procedure. All right, so we're going to put in United States. I'm going to put in my zip code. Okay, and now we can go and pick from all of our service providers. So I'm DirecTV Chicago, and it's going to load in my favorite channel lineup. Okay, so little notification, just let you know that you can load up to 60. We can rearrange favorites later by pressing and hold. What's great is your customers can do this by themselves, and it will populate it dynamically, like I said. So if there's a channel number change, or if an icon or call letters change, as soon as GraceNote gets that information, it'll populate all dynamically. Maybe I want to add, whoops, channel 2, maybe we want channel 5. We could go through our list here. ESPN. We could just add in a bunch of our favorite channels. I'm a big hockey fan, so we'll add NHL. And once we're all done here, we can hit save, and it's going to populate all of our favorite channels. And if GraceNote has the accompanying channel icon in their database, those will populate as well. What's great is we can actually still add and edit these. So I can add and delete more if I wanted to. And we can populate them. Okay, this also gives you the ability to do some sort of a preview. So if I want to see what's on ESPN, I click on it, and it's going to tell me what's on. So right now, Sports Center is on. I can do Watch Now, and it's going to tune to that channel. If I want to rearrange it, I could do simply press and hold, and I can move it if I want to. And I could also add or delete. So really cool feature. Again, this is something that we're doing is a 12-month free trial right now. Not sure we are paying GraceNote for this, so we probably will do something in about a year, but until we figure that out, we're going to give it to you guys all for free. So definitely something you guys should implement on every single project. I know it's a request that I've been always had was how we were going to deal with favorite channels. So this is a great way that we're dealing with it. Any questions on favorite channels before I get into our in-app launcher?
Nothing so far.
Awesome. All right, in-app launcher has actually been around for about 6 months already, like I said. It's actually set up on the actual interface itself, and each interface you'll have to set it up individually, and it's done right on our main page here. In our settings window, there's this little icon, the little wheel in the lower right-hand corner, and we would hit settings. We would scroll to our list, and there's an option for, in our case, iOS integration. I'm using my iPad here. You would also have this option in Android as well, and we would select it. After we select it, we can go into our iOS integration settings, and then we can select what apps we would like to launch into. I think we have about 150 that are in the program right now, and we could definitely add more. If you guys got a request and see something we don't have that you guys want, let us know. Most of them are easily added. I've made a couple of requests and they were added probably within about a week or two. So we'll use Sonos as an example here. And we could keep on adding a whole bunch more if we wanted to. Once we're done, just go back. If you notice, as soon as we're done, it's going to give us this little Apple icon in our case because it's we're working with an Apple device. If not, it'll give you an Android icon, and that'll populate as soon as you add an app. And we'll have our in-app launches right here at the bottom. Now we can go and launch right into our Sonos module. And if you notice, we got our back to URC Mobile in the upper left-hand corner. For me, it's TC2. It's only because I'm using an alpha version of our app. And then we can easily toggle between two different apps without needing to hit the home key. So this could give your customers a really great experience. I always jokingly say we can never really out-app an app. So even though we do have a full Sonos module, if you do want to give your customers that full Sonos app experience, you could still launch now apps right inside of it. And again, if you notice, almost every single streaming device is already in here. So if you're a Nuvo user, you can scroll down to Nuvo. And we could add a launch to Nuvo if we wanted to. We also do stuff like Nest, Lutron. So again, gives us the ability to launch an app all from our application. So again, this is a feature that's been around a while that seems like everyone I talk to, no one's really quite aware that it existed. So again, if you want to give your customer full app control all inside of our app without really leaving our format, then this is a great little feature that we added. All right. With that, do we have any questions? If not, if you guys think of anything, always love hearing from you. You can always email me and let me know if you guys got any questions.
Thanks for attending this week's webinar. And next week we will be hosting one on autonomic controls. So Autonomic is a great music server that's easily integratable into just about any control system out there, and we'll be covering their new line of products. So please join us then.